Kevin Gordon here from MotoSavant.com with your May 1st edition of the afternoon commute. And you may notice that I'm wearing the same clothes I was for yesterday's commute because I filmed that on the way in this morning. Anyway, what's going on today? Well, number one most interesting thing, which I'll lead with, manual transmissions. You know those things that require 3 pedals and have a stick that moves in all different directions? They're getting more popular again. The take rate, or in the industry what we call the take rate, in other words, the amount of manuals that have been sold is up to 6.5%, which is double the amount it was 5 years ago. What is the cause for that? Well, it's not fuel economy, because these days, a lot of the times, you actually can get better fuel economy from a dual clutch transmission or something along the lines. The reasons cited by buyers, and this is all according to a USA Today article, are performance and price, saying that manual transmissions still are about $1,000 cheaper than their automatic equivalents. What's more amazing about the fact that manual transmission purchasing is on the rise is the fact that today only 19% of the models of cars, of which I think there's a little over 2,600, only 19% of those are available with a manual. That's down from 26 or 27% 5 years ago. So there's a lot less models available with manuals, but a lot more people are buying them. The Focus ST that we just talked about, the turbocharged, performance-oriented Focus hatchback that's going to be coming out, well, yesterday it leaked that the pricing is going to come out for the base version of it at $24,495. Today, the configurator, which I think is one of the weirdest words in the English language, also went up. There's 2 things that came out of that. One, it's been confirmed that the Focus ST will have a Overboost function, which really is a nonsensical term as well. In English, again, it means that it can run at higher boost levels for some amount of period of time when all the conditions are right. In Overboost, it will make 252 horsepower and 270 foot-pounds of torque. So that's a significant amount of grunt for a front-wheel drive car. The other piece of news is that if you're one of the first 1,000 people to buy one, Ford will sweeten the deal by giving you a GoPro Motorsports Edition camera. In my opinion, it should actually say that we're going to give you a GoPro Motorsports Edition camera to soften how bad your bottom hurts after your Ford dealer attempts to put additional dealer markup, ADM, on top of that $24,495 number if you really want to be one of those first 1,000 people to own a Focus ST. Speaking of things going online, see what I did there? That's what in the industry we call a segue. Hopefully you can actually understand that I'm kidding. Well, anyway, last week a mobile application for OnStar went up. Not all that interesting. Well, in it you can go pick which car that you're interested in dealing with from an OnStar perspective. Well, GM managed to leak out 2 cars. Those 2 cars, the SS Performance and the Cadillac ELR. Starting with the first, so the SS Performance, if you recall all the way back to the pre-workup to the New York Auto Show, there was a hypothesis floating around, which I was a little bit too hopeful about, that Chevrolet was going to return to the US market with a 4-door sedan rear-wheel drive platform that would be built off of the Caprice platform, which is the Holden platform that's from Australia. Well, looks like this leak of the SS Performance is really the first confirmation of some new model that's going to be hopefully some kind of super sport performance edition model, most likely the Caprice with a slightly odd name. The Cadillac ELR is expected to be the Cadillac equivalent of the Chevrolet Volt. So it does look like Cadillac will be building a higher end version of the Volt in the near future. Today, while I was busy cleaning up all the leftover news from the Beijing Auto Show, you know, my office kind of looks like the stock market from the 1980s when there used to be all that paper and used to get all over the floor. Well, I was doing a little cleaning, and I realized that I never talked about one thing that I thought was very interesting. And that is, I never mentioned the Ford EcoSport compact utility vehicle. That is a tiny 5-door high-riding SUV of sorts. It has a 1-liter 3-cylinder EcoBoost engine that makes about 118 horsepower. It really is adorable. No plans to bring it to the United States as of right now, although I guess it's $10 a gallon. Who knows what Ford will do. I can tell you this, if I had the choice of driving that or one of the Mercedes smart cars, I think you know which one I would pick. And speaking of Ford, I know there's been a lot of Ford news out there right now, but the final part of the Beijing Auto Show that I didn't cover, and this is it for Beijing, I promise. The Ford Sync system will now be able to recognize and speak and, converse as marginally as it really does in Mandarin, the world's most spoken language. And again, apologies for all the Ford news. What can I say? I own way too much Ford stock, and I would do just about anything to get it to go above 12 again. So there you go. Another afternoon commute in the books. Actually from the afternoon and actually on my commute back home. I'm Kevin Gordon, as usual. I look forward to talking to you guys soon.